Um, I had a most recent hair trauma. That was when I was transitioning, and I was transitioning to go natural. I decided I was going to get some form of braids as a protective style. So I went around looking on YouTube, looking for different braid styles. I knew there were kinky twists and micros. However, I didn't want micros, nor did I want kinky twists. So what I got was a form of braiding style called Senegalese twists. Now Senegalese twists are basically like, I call them long kinky twists. On me they hit about on my waist, and I'm about 5'9", so that was extremely long. During this time, I was in school, and I had to go from class to class or whatever, and my friends was like, "What kind of braids are those?" Like everybody was just looking at me like, what does she have in her head? I was thinking the same thing. I didn't know what I had in my head. I thought it was cute for a minute, and I thought that it would turn out right now. For about 2 weeks, I walked around school with a scarf on my head and some big old braids. My Senegalese twists were about this thick and long, and I tried to put it in a bun. When I say my bun was huge, my bun was about this big, like maybe even bigger on the top of my head, just sitting there in a big old bun. It looked horrible, and it was just horrible. That was the worst hair experience ever. During this time, I also played softball for my school. Now, for softball, you had to wear, helmets to protect yourself from getting hit just in case or whatever. I could not even get the helmet on my head. Like, seriously, the bun was so freaking big. I couldn't put the helmet on my head, and I didn't want to take it down because my whole head wasn't finished. And just to do, half of my head, it took maybe about 2 days to get that done. When I tell you that was horrible, it was absolutely horrible. I looked a mess. For softball, I finally got the dang on helmet on. I took off my helmet, braids just got to falling out. I was like scared, and then everybody's really looking at me there like, "Oh my God, you got these big old braids," and then they just falling out. It was horrible. Absolutely. So I told my friends, like, come help me. Like, my hair ain't done. Don't tell nobody, but I need you to help me take off my helmet. So they go to try to pull off my helmet. They pulling and tugging and tugging. They finally get the helmet off of my head. Maybe I say about 6 braids were just sitting inside of the helmet. I didn't even know what to do. I was just sitting there. They was looking at me, looking at my head. Braids was just falling all over the field. I was ready to go home by then. It was a tragedy. And then once the braids began to fall out, one of the girls on the team came up to me with holding up the dang on braid, loud as ever. I'm like, Deja, here's your braid. I'm like, oh my God, it was horrible. Never again will I do that. Really horrible. Same day I came home, took them out. Everybody was like, what happened to your head? I was like, you know what happened to my head. It was absolutely horrible. And to like try to cover the braids so people wouldn't know what it was, I tried to wear a scarf and like tie it in bows, and it was just absolutely horrible. The next hair experience, which is the worst hair experience by far and most embarrassing. I was a freshman in high school, and me and my girlfriends, we decided that we were going to make up a dance for our talent show to Beyonce's Single Ladies at the time. We made up a dance to that, and not even 30 seconds into the dance did anything good happen. We were dancing, and we all had on buns, not with our real hair. We all had the little clip-in buns that you buy from the beauty supply store for like $5.99. Yeah, we all had on one of those buns. And for some reason, mine kept on wobbling on top of my head. Now, for our talent show, uh, we had the whole school watching. The whole school. The whole school was watching. Because everybody from every class in the school had to come and watch the talent show, whether they purchased a ticket or not. So everyone was there, and they were waiting for us to perform. We go out to perform. The song comes on. Up in the club, just broke up, doing my own little thing. I'm like, oh Lord, this is not gonna turn out right. I knew from the beginning that my bun was gonna give me problems. I went to do the dip, and my bun went tumbling on. It didn't go flying because it rolled. It rolled off of my head. I was thinking like, dang, why do I feel so much air now? I didn't feel this much air before I got started, and I just hear everybody laughing. I couldn't do nothing but laugh with them and ran my ass off of the gymnasium because I was that embarrassed, y'all. I was just like, it wasn't that much air before I got started. So I didn't know what to do. So all I did was ran off of the stage, the gym. And when I tell y'all that gym is large, it is big, and my bun just went rolling, and it wouldn't stop. It would not stop, and I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. That was by far the worst experience for anybody. Nobody should want their bun to come off. Ponytail, nothing. That was bad.